Joining us this morning to break it all down on this latest criminal case is criminal defense attorney Michael Gottlieb. Michael, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We would really appreciate it if you could maybe walk us through all of these charges that Weinstein is facing, because they have been piling up, and including these newest charges.
I think it's important to note that he's already doing time. He's doing 16 years out of a conviction for a sex offense in Los Angeles. Now he has mounting charges in New York. Some are a retrial from a 2020 conviction, which was overturned, and now new allegations of the same, if not similar conduct, all rape allegations, using his status as a movie mogul to force women to have sex with him. He is facing significant time on top of the time he's already doing.
Michael, help us out here. Why were Weinstein's lawyers so against consolidating these trials?
Well, you know, the government moved to consolidate, and the consolidation works well for the government. They only have to have one trial, and it works great for the court in terms of what we call judicial economy, meaning that the court doesn't have to spend its money twice to have two trials. So that's why the government wants that. Weinstein's attorneys don't want that, because there's the problem of what we call prejudicial spillover effect. He may have raped one of the girls, but not another. And the jury may say, well, if he raped one, he must have raped the other. But the evidence has to be there beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt as to every count that he's charged with. And when you have multiple counts of similar fact evidence, there is the possibility that a jury's going to compromise and say, well, they didn't meet it here, but they got close enough because he must have done it there. And that's problematic.
You know, Weinstein has had some serious health issues since going to prison, particularly the diagnosis of bone marrow cancer. Will these health issues play a factor in his new trial date?
I suspect they will. He's got bone marrow cancer, possibly leukemia. His attorneys are keeping sort of a tight fist on letting that medical information out. But delay is a friend to a defendant. So if they want to use his medical conditions, his advanced age, you can clearly see he has trouble walking when he's walking. He's in a wheelchair. I suspect that there will be delays based on his health problems.
Yeah, Michael, let's rewind a little bit to something we want to address, and that is Manhattan jurors convicted Weinstein on rape charges in 2020. Those were then overturned this spring. Were you surprised at all by this and how everything has been handled so far?
No, I'm really not surprised by that, because we have a Sixth Amendment right to a fair trial. And this kind of goes back to what, the prosecutors bringing in this additional evidence. You have to be convicted of the facts that you are accused of. And in the first trial, there were similar fact evidence that was admitted against Weinstein. And the appellate court said, look, that wasn't fair. We have due process. Due process is you get to defend against what you are charged with, and really nothing else. A criminal trial should be more or less a day in the life. This is what happened. This is the allegations, not Harvey Weinstein has a propensity for this. Harvey Weinstein's character is to do this. There's plenty of women who may have thrown themselves at Harvey Weinstein. That doesn't mean that he necessarily raped them. And that's what this does. It gets into muddying the waters. I'm not surprised the appellate court overturned that conviction.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, criminal defense attorney Michael Gottlieb, thank you so much for joining us this morning here on Merit.
Thank you, Michael.